Hey Riverview, I've got some exciting news for you. We've made plans to start getting back together. Isn't that exciting? And I've got to say, I'm super excited about that. But at the same time, I know that there are probably some mixed feelings around that idea because some of you, you're ready to kind of jump straight back into it and get back to normal as soon as possible. While at the same time, there are probably some of you that are a little more reserved and you kind of want to wait it out for a little bit. I want you to know that wherever you are on that spectrum, we can all appreciate that, and we want to stay united even though we might have some different opinions on that idea. And I want you to know that we love you either way, okay? So as we talk about reopening, I want you to know that there's no pressure to come. At the same time, I want you to know that there's no pressure to stay away either. We're excited to see you whenever you do show up. So let me talk about what our timeline is going to look like. We want as best as we can to observe the CDC requirements, and we want to do as best as we can to observe the state requirements for what reopening is supposed to look like, while at the same time taking into consideration what feels safe and practical for all of us. And so with that in mind, here's our timeline, okay? This week, we're going to have our last online-only service. We've begun kind of moving to what we're calling a soft opening on Sunday, May 31st. That's next Sunday. And here's what I mean by soft opening. We're going to have one service here at 1045 outside on the south side of the building. We'll be doing everything that we can to help you prepare to be safe and help you spread out. But we're going to trust you to observe all the social distancing guidelines that we have, okay? So as much as you want to hug and shake hands and chest bump with one another, we'll have to reserve that for when we get the all clear so that we can do that again whenever that might be. So join us out on the lawn next week for worship, okay? The following Sunday on June 7th, we will be prepping to meet inside, but our goal is, as best as we can, if the weather's permitting, we want to continue to meet outside just to keep that proximity away from one another for a little while. But we'll move inside if we need to. So we're planning on that happening if the weather is not permissible. But at the same time, we need you to know that the Kids Life Ministry, it won't be happening as normal. Neither will the nursery ministry be happening as well. So just kind of keep that in mind for when we do get back together. So keep your kiddos close to you as best as you can. We know that the kids are going to be excited to see their friends, just like we're going to be excited to see our friends and families too. But do as best as you can to keep them next to you because I think that will be safe for them, but it'll also be safe for everybody that's involved. If you are planning to stay home for a little while, if you're a little more on the reserve side, also want you to know that we're going to continue to put the services online. But here's a little bit of a caveat. We're going to Facebook Live the services, assuming that we can get that figured out. I think we can. But we're going to Facebook Live those services, and it's going to be exactly what's happening in real time on our live service here on the grounds. And so it's going to look a little bit different than it's been looking over the past couple of months, but it will be mirroring what's happening here on Sunday mornings, okay? So make plans for that. Be ready for that. But here's the thing, Riverview. We are so looking forward to seeing you. It may feel different for us for a little while. It may feel different than what we would like or what we're accustomed to, but I want you to know we're looking forward to all being back together and doing that at a socially distant pace as long as we have to. But we're looking forward to getting together as safely as possible. And we are also looking forward to seeing you physically here on the grounds on the South Side lawn next week. Until we see you next week, we love you. Be safe.